where influence meets inspiration, where talent tells a story. Welcome to Celebrity Corner, the shows that brings you face to face with entertainers, fashion designers, and business executives shaping the culture.
Celebrity Corner. Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner is on.
Yeah, boy, this name is not a toy. Celebrity Corner.
Real stories, real success, real impact. Join us every Friday, 7:30 p.m. only on Ellen TV with your host, DJ Weezy the Boss. See. Pleasant day to say hello, welcome. This is Celebrity Corner on the Liberian National Television. This program is also streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. My name is Don Weezy, and Celebrity Corner is where talent mix influence and social tells a story. Interestingly, on today's edition, we have an entrepreneur and a top new Liberian artist based in the diaspora. He's currently in Liberia. The name Big Trix is a hustle name. Those of you who follow Liberian entertainment, he's the certified grown-up man. Big Trix, welcome to Celebrity Corner.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be back home, man.
Welcome back to Liberia.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah.
Like you are contemplating on moving back to Liberia. You always here. I don't know whether. Because at first I used to think you are a December or you far more than a December. You here almost every month.
Yeah, I'm always here because I consider December people who buy a ticket to be here in December. But I'm here like 3-4 times a year. So Liberia is a home I miss. Like,
what are you always doing back in Liberia?
Because I just love the culture. I love my people. I just like being home, and I don't know when I'm here. It's just something different. Okay. I feel so good to meet friends and family, and I don't know.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I followed the celebration in Nigeria.
I was in Nigeria. It was great. And, you know, I met another friend of mine that is based in Nigeria, Pascal, and then like we had a good time. It was really good.
I was watching. I saw that very one of the videos.
Yeah, it was good, man.
How's the life outside of where you coming from, the US, there in Nigeria, as compared to life in Liberia? How is it?
I tell people Liberia is a bittersweet country. You know, when you're here for a couple of days, you want to leave. But when you leave, you miss Liberia.
Okay.
So it's just something you can't just balance it. You know, it's a bittersweet country. You can, and I said, tell anybody, you would never appreciate Liberia till you leave Liberia.
Oh, wow.
Liberia is the sweetest country on planet Earth.
I love that. Today, I want us to talk something more social. We are not actually, maybe we'll talk about some of your businesses you are involved with. We will talk about the music industry for which you are part of. We cannot take that from you. But my attention is drawn towards social issues. I'm concerned because I follow the news, most especially things that has to do with this long distance relationship. You're from the US, and many a times you see people coming from the US coming down to Liberia to get a lifetime partner, some of them getting married, and those partners traveling to the US, and all of a sudden everything changed, relationships spoil, and again everything ends on the social media. You've been in the US for years. You have adapted to the lifestyle in the US. You always in Liberia. You know the lifestyle in Liberia. What's really happening? I want to discuss relationships.
No, this is a really good topic. It depends.
Okay.
Yeah, I want a lot of guys to understand that when it comes to relationship, it's a give and take.
Okay.
You know, if you're getting involved with a female that's stay abroad, or if a girl in Liberia have a guy abroad, it's a give and take. But one thing I know that happens is most of our Liberian brothers, I wouldn't use the word desperate. You know, when these girls come down, and you know they like that guy, they know they like just let everything go, and they want to get married to these girls. And you have to understand. And do you ask yourself why most of the women that come here to get married to guys that in Liberia that are already famous? They get married because they want to be known. They want to be like into the fries. They want to know everything. So now when they come here and then these guys like, okay, I think I met a good girl and da da da. And then they take these guys abroad. And then the thing is, you have to understand, ask yourself a question. There's a girl that will come here that have like, will tell you I want to marry you, right? But then she have 4 kids with 4 different guys. Yeah, right? And then she's gonna give you a story of how guys in America are not good, guys in America are useless and da da da, right?
Are you guys very wiki? Because I think I heard similar stuff.
Yeah, like the last time, one time I met a guy, like there was a girl getting married, like why girls don't always come here and get married to guys then here and yo there? I said because we down there we useless, because that's the story to tell the guys here. So like for a man, like
Are you guys ready buying?
are we very? I don't know, like I don't know the kind of guys they've been meeting. Yeah, because there's no lady would tell me that you have 4 kids with a guy, and all 4 of them don't see nothing good in you. So I don't think the guys are the problem. I think they are the problem. In America, I tell anybody, right? In America, we have the men are not really valued. So it's like we have child right, women right, kids right, dogs before men. So it's like they capitalize.
You said
on
dogs before men?
Yes. So they capitalize on these things, and then like when it comes to Liberia, they come like, because they're in Liberia, so they will meet a guy here, he will be down to earth, he will do everything they want them to do. And you know, so at the end of the day, they feel like, oh yeah, I can take this one and control him, right? So when the guy gets to America, and then he realized that this is not who she presented herself to be. And you know, men as a whole, you're never gonna go in a community knowing that, oh, this woman you so cherish and da da da. This is the kind of life she has.
Then it brings me to this question. Why do some women with married men in Liberia spend thousands of US dollars to take them to the States? Then after months of sacrifice, everything is over.
Because it's 2 things. They marry these guys, like I said earlier, because probably this guy is famous.
Okay.
They want to have that fame. They want to get known. They want people to know them.
Okay.
And then the second thing, when the guy get there, then he realized that this person in Liberia was different than the person that's in the States, because they live total different life there. Like, cause man, bro, America is a hustle country. If I myself I was living in Liberia, I'm on strap now. Like you can't say you want to marry me, I'll do everything because I want to get away. I want to go and start a new life.
Let's look at it from the men perspective. Do you think some men change after reaching to the United States?
It depends how the woman treat them.
Okay.
Like sometimes if a guy come, like just say if a guy come here and find a wife, right, and go, sometimes it's 90% chance that woman gonna stay with that guy.
Okay.
But if a guy, like for me now, like if a girl come here and marry a guy, take him to the States, right? Sometimes these guys will try hard to make it work. But these ladies were like, they were impressing these guys.
You think so?
Yes, with these laws, like if you touch me, I'm gonna call the cops, I'm gonna do this. And these are people that scared, they don't know their way around, they don't know their surrounding, and, you know, they are depressed. Then when that guy is going through that, after some time, he's gonna start have a job, he's gonna start meeting friends, and then they're gonna start, you know, hanging out, telling him things. And then when he gets to understand the system, and then he feel like he's been abused. Most of the women that take guys to America, they abuse these guys.
Wow.
They abuse them. Abuse don't have to be you beating them or whatever. They abuse them emotionally, like, you know, verbally, physically, and stuff like that. I've seen it. I've seen so many guys been abused. So many. There was a guy that was here I met, and then he married to this lady. The lady took him to America, and he was good. Like he really wanted it to work. But then the lifestyle she had, because when she's in Liberia, she had the control over him. She thought it was gonna happen, but then when he wanted to be. Normally men, we are dominant people. Like men, no man would sit down and want woman to like always play on you.
Then someone would say, what starts something that you know within yourself you want to end? What starts?
No, because I feel like sometimes, like the guys don't know. They don't know. They feel like, okay, I've seen this girl, I'm in love with her. I'm going to the States to have a better life and better future with her. Then when you get there, it's a different ball game. It's a different. I tell people, America is like death.
Big Trix, let me come back to you, man. How much does peer pressure in the USA contribute to divorce or separation among Liberian couples? Peer pressure.
Peer pressure is like, because most of these women, they listen to their friends, and then they want to prove a point. like I'll say, if even like I'm a Christian, the Bible says women have to be submissive, right?
Right.
So it's like at the point you have to submit to your husband, right? And then they said the man is the head, you the neck, right? So if both of y'all like come out on the same, like if you take your man to America, lay down, hey, this is this country, da 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 da, right? Tell him this is the done and done, right? So at least if he gets to understand things, then you guys can work. But some of them listen to friends. You know, you brought this person, you're doing this, you're doing that.
You talk about the partner being controlling, most especially the person who is in the U.S.
Yeah, a lot of women in America.
But some people say the partner abroad becomes too controlling because they are the provider. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if I'm dating a girl from the States, I have friends here that have girlfriend in the States. They want to control them when they got to go to bed, when they got to do this, when they got to do that. And then on the other side, they want to start living their life doing whatever the hell they want to do. So like I said, a relationship has to do with two people. It's a give and take.
Then I will ask you this question. The partner who is in the U.S. And the partner who is living in Liberia, when it comes to cheating, who is the best cheater?
Who is the best?
Because a lot of time, people in Liberia are known to be the real cheater as compared to those people in the U.S.
When it comes to who is the best cheater, we can't really say, because okay, like if you look during the winter, Liberia is 6 hours ahead.
Right.
So it's like you got 6 hours to get up and do whatever you want to do before I get up from bed. So now, you know, like I can't understand what you're doing within that 6 hours.
Right.
I'm sleeping.
Right.
Okay, then by the time you go into bed, I have you already 6 hours sleeping. I have 6 hours to do whatever I want to do. So it's like I tell people, for a relationship to work in the long distance, it's all about communication.
Right.
Respect. Like, yo, this is what I want and this is what I don't want. But the mistake a lot of guys make in America ain't like, there it is. When these females come, they show them that, yes, when they say jump, they say how high. They want to be there. They want to make them feel. They don't lay their rules from the genesis, from the beginning. Like, yo, I'm the guy here, even though you came from the States, da da da. They just always want to, like, when the girl said this. I've seen guys out here with girls from America. They be like, they lay like a puppet for these girls, right? Because they feel like that's the only way to make them happy. And the females,
Are you serious?
yes, and the females enjoy it, right? But at the end of the day, they're not thinking about, okay, when I go back to America, what's going to happen? And then something like I tell people, something you starting, you got to end it. So if I start here with it, you got to end it there. And then once you get there, you can't end it, then it becomes a problem.
I have noticed something. Why do many couples, are deeply in love when they are on video calls, but become strangers when they are living together physically? I don't know whether you have noticed that. They are deeply in love on phone calls, video calls, but in reality, when they are living together, things change. Everything is different.
Because from the beginning, they never built a connection. Everybody been playing two sides. So it's like if somebody is far away, they're not in your space, you don't see them, you don't know what they're up to and stuff. So it's like you can say anything, but when you're together, you're spending that time where you're in this person's space and this person is in your space. That's where you get to know the person.
Then let me bring you to this question. Do you think unrealistic expectation about America create tension in relationship?
It does.
Because many a times, the guy or the girl who is in Liberia is being told so many things about life in America, and only to get there, things are different.
Because it's a different country, different rules. America, like, okay, you have a wife, you go to America, right? You have a wife that go to work 6 in the morning. And then you a guy in Liberia, you spoil. You have a girl that been with you. Maybe when she came for vacation, she used to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning to make you breakfast. And then when you go back now, she can't do that because she has to work. She going to work, and you have to go to work. So your schedule is not. You have a conflicting schedule, right? So at the end of the day, it brings strain on your relationship because it's like you have to understand how to make that work.
So how difficult it is? I'm concerned, man. How difficult it is for a Liberian guy to adjust to a girl who has already built her life in America upon going to America. Like, your girl sent for you, you arrive to America. How difficult it is to adjust to her kind of lifestyle?
It's very.
Is it something difficult?
Yeah, it's difficult because he's going to a new environment. He have to understand how that environment works, and then he have to understand. He have to meet new friends. He have to have jobs, and you have to understand what working is, and you have to understand what paying bills is. Because a lot of people in Liberia don't really. It's not like we pay bills monthly. I'm not just saying rentage and all that stuff. We have car notes, we have car insurance, we have all kinds of bills that come in, right? So this is a man I've been living in Liberia. He paid 1 year rent every 12 months, right? So now he in an environment like when he worked, he had to pay his bills. And then most of these guys don't understand that because the woman is established in America doesn't mean that when you go there, the things that she used to do for you when you were in Liberia, she'll continue doing it.
Okay.
So she expects you to be like, yeah, you the man now, we working. What's the potential? What we doing? We can work and save one person paycheck and then keep the other person paycheck. So it's like I'm saying, it's all communication. So it's like once that person bring you to the level of how things work in in our country, then you guys can move forward. But you as a guy going there is different. Because you're gonna meet so much challenges, bro.
Wow. Celebrity Corner, Rhea story, Rhea Salsa. This is what we're talking about every time on this show. Big Trix is an entrepreneur and a Liberian artist based in the U.S. We talking social issues on the show tonight. Let me come back to you. I'm deeply concerned. Why do some men feel intimidated when the woman is financially stronger than them?
If any man does that, I think like he needs to recheck himself because for me financially, if my Jew got my, she working making more money, right? It's not gonna because I know myself.
Right.
As a man, you're supposed to know yourself. That's a pride for you. Like, yo, I have a smart woman. That know how to go get it. That making things work. So it's a plus for you. So I feel like the only time I would have problem with that if the woman feel that she have more money and she disrespect and the disrespect coming, then I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna pump the brake. Like, yo, that is I can't accept that. But I don't have no problem with my girl making more money than me.
A lot of time, so many people complain about cheating in long distance relationship. Is this something common?
Yes,
long distance relationship.
Because everybody have feelings. People have feelings. You can't have a woman live in America for like over a year and feel like she's gonna be committed and whatsoever. Like I tell people, cheating is not just by having people think cheating you gotta meet somebody and have sexual interaction. But it's like once you step out of your relationship and do something else, maybe talking to another, flirting, doing those stuff I consider those things to be cheating. So it's like I tell people that a long distance relationship is hard. But the only thing is it left with the people in it to have a strong communication system, and then that can work. Then we can work it out.
Okay. Another thing I want to bring to your attention is the issue of becoming patient. Why is patience becoming so rare in modern relationship, especially among Liberians living abroad? Because I often hear this thing: you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. Why is it patient is just a common factor among people into long distance?
Because I feel like every good thing that will ever come to you as a person, you need to be patient. You need to work. Because you can't just keep switching and be like, okay, with relationship with your kids, you don't have to. Even with friends, you have to be patient to build a good relationship with people. Because like you came from a different background, maybe. Like when your parents raised you, right? Probably you used to eat at certain time. You ain't used to eat certain things.
Right.
So now me meeting a girl, I used to do so and so thing, right? So now I have to adjust. I have to compromise some things. So it's like that's where the patience come from. So I'm not just gonna take everything my parents train me to that girl. Because at the end of the day, if she bringing what her parents train her, then it's gonna be a
what's your personal thoughts? Do you think true love still exists in long distance relationship? What's your personal
true love?
Now people be faking things.
I think it's just faking it to make it. People be taking chances.
You think so?
Yeah, they're taking chances. Okay, let me marry this person. Let me go to Liberia. Probably I'm gonna find a.
So are you saying in long distance relationship you cannot find true love?
No, it's not possible.
You think so?
That's my opinion. I don't think it's possible. because there's no way you can you can. I just think it's pretending. Yeah.
I want you to give two advices. One for a woman in the U.S. who wanting to send for her husband to be or her boyfriend from Liberia, and another one from this guy in Liberia that is going to the U.S. What best advice?
Okay, my advice.
Who you give them?
Okay, my advice to a female that want to come to Liberia to find a man and take to the States or to Canada or to Australia, right? My advice to you, when you come down to Liberia, because it's time you're going to be here, all that man's going to do is pretend. Because you don't know him. He's just going to show you what he wants you to know.
You're going to package
himself. He's going to package himself. And then if you want to come and look for a true love, look for somebody that matches your energy, somebody that you feel like you can live the rest of your life with. Don't come for the fame. Don't come because, oh, this guy is popular, or he a blogger, he a musician, he a DJ. No, you can. They got some good guys in Liberia, right? Honestly, so you can come and meet that person, and things and work it out and see, visit a couple of times, and then see if this is really what you want. Then you can move forward. And then to the guys here, if a girl comes from America and meet up with you and want to date you, right? You have to be true to yourself.
Right.
You have to be like, yo, this is who I am. This is my past life. This is what I do. So at the end of the day, if she loves you, she's going to accept you. Right? But you don't have to, because once you pretend to her that, oh, I love you, I'm going to be holding your handbag when we go into the club. I'm going to be holding your water bottle. I'm going to have somebody coming and cooking for you. I'm going to do this and do that. And then you show her all that love, right? And then at the end of the day, when you get to America, you can't do that. Then it becomes a problem. So honestly, just be truthful. If you're a guy in Liberia, if a girl comes to you, bro, like it's not the end of your life, right? Be true to her, like, yo, this is who I am. This is my, like for me, right? I'm an open book. Who I am, who I am. So at the end of the day, you love me for who I am, or you don't love me. So at the end of the day, it's your choice.
Where influence meets inspiration, where talent tells a story. Welcome to Celebrity Corner, the shows that brings you face to face with entertainers, fashion designers, and business executives shaping the culture.
Celebrity Corner. Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner is on.
Yeah, boy, this name is Valentine. Celebrity Corner.
Real stories, real success, real impact. Join us every Friday, 7:30 p.m. only on Ellen TV with your host, DJ Weezy the Boss. See you. So welcome back. It's Celebrity Corner, the show where talents meets influence and social tells their story. Big Trix is here. We're talking relationship issue. I'm interested. I know a lot of you want to ask, well, why Weezy is so much interested in relationship, But at the end of the day, I will give my own personal opinion. But Big Trix, I'm concerned, man. What's this big advice you have for this guy who is already in the U.S.? He has been sent for, but he realized that everything about this girl is all wrong. It's misinformation. She has been lying. She has been hiding things for him. What's this big advice you have for him? Do you advise that he walk away?
No, I won't advise him to walk away. Because first of all, you have to understand.
You want to stay there for him to suffer?
No, it's not suffering. Like sometimes you have to compromise, right? When I say compromise, don't stay there to suffer, right? But first of all, how to dialogue. First of all, you have to understand that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's daughter, and that's somebody's mom. And then she worked hard to take you to another country to change life, right? So if you get there and she's not what she presented to you in Liberia, right? Take that relationship off of social media. Have a conversation. If it can't work, in Liberia, in America, they have so many helps, right? Go for counseling. And meet a therapy, talk about stuff. You don't know what she been through mentally, right? Tell her like, yo, if the guys in your past was like this, I'm this, right? Let's see how we can work it. Give it a try.
What if you try everything and nothing seems to be working?
If you try everything, if nothing seems to be working, then like you can tell her like, yo, I want you to be happy and I want to be happy, and we can cut it up quick. Because it's like, I don't see people like just having conflict and then calling police and doing all that stuff. So the best way is to walk away, because the same guy that went to America, he's somebody's son. He's somebody's brother. You know, he needs to
But
be
many
in
a
peace of
times when the
mind.
guys decide to walk away, people call them names. You are ungrateful, you are opportunist, you are a liability, and the rest of it.
And there ain't nobody enter America by themselves. Somebody sent for you.
Okay.
Either your pa or your mom or your brother or your sister. Right? Nobody just went to the embassy and said, I want to go to America to go to America.
Okay.
Somebody sent for you. So somebody sending for you doesn't mean they should mistreat you.
Right.
So if you walk away, they say you're opportunist, you're ungrateful.
Liability, ungrateful.
It's up to them. Only the people that will call you those names are people, they know the truth.
Right.
That's the only things, right? That's the only two things I know. People know the truth, right? So it's like, they know the truth and you know the truth. So if they come in on social media, what other people not in the home don't know is just leave it.
Okay.
So the only thing, just make peace with yourself and be honest with yourself.
Right.
So nobody ever left this country. Like personally, when I went to America, I ain't go to America by myself. My papa sent for me. Right? My papa sent for me. I went to America. I ain't go to the embassy. Oh, I want to go to America. The Jew said I can't send for you and you go there. She ain't go by herself. Somebody sent for her. Or she win DVs. Nobody just wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to America. Somebody help you. You maybe win DV. Somebody will help you in America that will do after that was supposed to make your process over there easier.
Right.
So it's like, not because of that, somebody will take you to America and mistreat you.
Okay.
If you're not happy, you're not happy.
Your attention a bit. We have talked a lot about relationship. It's very interesting because a lot of people will enjoy this conversation. But let's come back to entertainment. You've been around for some time, but all of a sudden you've been quiet. What's been going on? Are you thinking about quitting?
No, I love music, and everybody.
But you've been quiet.
No, anybody that know me, my music, I'm not kind of old school musician because I like to do music based off of things that are happening in my life or things that are happening with people around me. Like I'm not one of those guys I'm not doing music for fame.
Big Trix, let me interrupt you. I'm one person that have this belief about. I know other people watching may have similar belief. I think that you are in a position of having everything. So I question myself, why is Big Trix still doing music?
No, I only do it for the love. Like personally, I've never earned anything from music, right? Because the industry doesn't have the money. So I'm a hustler. I just work and then I do my businesses and stuff like that. I just love, I'll just be sitting and then something come in my mind. I just want to record it.
Okay.
And then I just record it. But I'm not one of those guys who I'm not big on social media. Like, oh, I want to be because at the end of the day, bro, I know what I want and I know what I'm going for. So It's like, I just do music. I can tell people I just do music when I spare. I'm not doing music as a social survivor.
Okay.
I'm not doing music to say, oh, music gonna pave the way for me. Music gonna do this. I just love to do my little rap. If things come in, I come to Liberia, hang out with my friends. But
anything new for 2026?
Music wise?
Or music wise?
Nah, not right now. It's all about business, making money. Yeah, making money. That's all we about now. It's not music. We can. I'm gonna be a silent supporter. I'm gonna be in the background. We have people who taking the music to the next level.
Right. So what's the rate? Since you're talking about business, what's the rate about doing business in Liberia? You've been involved with businesses here. What's the rate? What's the biggest rate you have ever experienced?
Biggest reason in Liberia is like trusting people. Yeah, trusting people. You trust people with your finance, and then they will give you all to make it a little sweet, and then you put your money there, and then nothing come out, and then all you get is sorry. Sorry, it didn't work out. Sorry. So it's like and I tell people making a business in Liberia, you gotta be here. They have few good people in Liberia, but it's it's just weird to find a lot of good people. So that's why I'm always here.
Someone will wonder, how are you managing since the trust is lacking? So why do you continue to invest in Liberia?
Because it's my country. I love Liberia.
So you love losing money in Liberia?
Not losing. That's why now I come and do it myself.
Okay.
Yeah, first I would lay back and whatever, and then send it to people, blah blah blah. But now I would like to come back and whatever. Either $2, I bring it. If I $2, what I want to do with it, if it's work, that's fine. If it's not, that's okay.
What's the best advice, Big Trix, you will give to someone watching this podcast who want to start a business in Liberia? They are in the diaspora, they live abroad, and they are thinking about starting a business in Liberia. What's the best advice you could give that person?
My advice to them, you have to come down first, see what kind of business you want to do, because you can just sit over there and be like, oh, I want to do so and so business, and somebody will just lay down plan for you, and then you go by, come and see it. And as a business person, I tell people you have to understand your customer base client, like if you open in like a club or a bar, restaurant selling clothes, you have to know like the demands.
Right.
So you have to calm down, look at it, and you know, understand the market before you can invest. You can't just sit overseas and be like, oh, because some people been in America for like 20, 30 years, they just be like, oh, I want to start a kind of business, I want to start doing this, and then at the end of the day, they put money there, it don't work, then it's for everybody.
My next question, maybe this will be my second to my last question. You guys are investing heavily into Liberia. Are you guys getting the profit? Are you guys getting your money back? Because business is all about maximizing profits, making profits, getting profit in return. So for the fact that you guys are investing into Liberia, are you guys getting your money back?
No, it depends the kind of business you're in right now. So it's like they have so many things going on in Liberia. It depends. So it's like, for me personally, I would say the first thing I got involved into, I took a loss, and then but since then, like I started navigating my way around to know what I can get and stuff like that. And I tell people Liberia is my country, but now, like you see, I was just in Nigeria, so I'm trying to look for other countries that I feel like I can put something into and then get something back.
Okay.
I've been to Ghana and trying to see other way around, but I'll tell people business in Liberia is like, it's hectic, but under the strength to survive, you gotta be here. That depends on what kind of business you want to do.
So my last and final question, Big Trix. You've been following Liberian entertainment. You've been listening to the new generation of Liberian artists. Are you impressed by their effort? Are you impressed by the level of work done by the new generation? In fact, all of them claiming they are already global.
All right.
So what's your take on them?
The only thing I would tell them is right now the new generation, they're doing very good, right?
Okay.
I give them props. Like, you're amazing. Your new sound is different.
Right.
But respect to legend. People that started the foundation. People that started
But
music.
the IQ, those who started the foundation never had the numbers. It's
what?
the argument. They never had the numbers according to them. Some of them, according to them, they are already global. They have huge streams on the social media, and
Bro.
the OG you're talking about,
Bro.
they weren't even visible on the internet.
Because at that time there was no internet. What I'm saying now is like you have to respect when you like to if you build a house, right?
Right.
There's a foundation.
I agree.
You can't just look underneath that building. That's 3-story building.
Right.
There's something under there that holding it.
Right.
So because you can see that, you need to look at the beautiful structure.
Right.
But you always have to have in your mind that something under that
was the
building
foundation. I
that
agree.
holding it. So it's like people have to do something for somebody to shine.
Right.
So that foundation is holding that building for you to see that building to shine.
Quickly, who's your best 5 Liberian artists?
In Liberia?
In Liberia, your 5 Liberian artists. And I want you to put them in order.
In
As
order?
spot number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put them in order.
So where I start from?
It starts from 5.
5?
Yeah. Who you can place as spot number 5?
Number 5 in Liberian entertainment. I would say Eric Jesus.
Eric Jesus number 5.
Yeah, Eric Jesus number 5.
People say Eric Jesus been off the scene for a long time. Why are you still mentioning Jesus?
Yeah, bro, that man. I tell anybody when we start listening to American Liberian music in America, it was Eric Jesus and Dench.
Okay.
Yeah, so Eric Jesus comes.
So we'll go for spot number 4.
I would say Dench.
People, someone watching will wonder why a Big Trix calling artists who are not even popping up now.
Because those are people that paved the way. Dench, bro, you can't disrespect Dench.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Dench number 4.
I agree.
Hands down, bro. Like nothing. Like you can't pass that.
At spot number 3.
Number 3, I would say Bucky Raw.
Bucky Raw.
Yeah.
And for the American solidarity.
No, for Liberia, in the whole like Bucky been in Liberia for a long time.
Okay.
But Bucky is a killer.
Okay.
I'll say Bucky.
At spot number 2 for you.
Number 2, I'll say CIC.
Why CSC?
That boy, that Biggie, yeah, that boy got lyrics. That boy know how to make songs. That boy is just nice.
So who has spot number 1 for you?
You already know, JB the General.
JB.
The man all die. The man always keep on. Even beginning dropping today. All the beginners are dropping today. The man still on now. JB been like from way back. People that JB came up with.
Someone wonder why did you place JB over Bucky Raw, Carter CLC, and the rest of the artists?
I feel like the whole Liberian team, man, they honorate JB, bro. JB is not a.
You think
not
JB?
a joke.
You think JB is honorated?
JB, yeah, JB can get on any song and make it hot. What you talking about? JB ain't joke. Like people don't respect him, man. It just like I feel like when we're talking about legends,
You think why
Liberia,
JB is underrated? You think-
yes.
He said because he's quiet, he's not into
And he don't do
controversial
too much
work.
social media. He don't do internet. And then like with the world we live in now, you gotta be on internet. You gotta be going back and forth. And he's not into those things. So it's like people don't really pay attention to him. But they're picking it right now. They're recording any song. JB can still get on there. He'll still maintain his position.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, JB is.
Big Trix, man. Are there any other things maybe you love to say we didn't ask? We can just call your day. Wrap up on it.
No, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the show, Celeb Corner, and then it was a great time having me. And you know, Liberia here. You know, I let the country power away. You hear me and my children. You hear America. Let me tell you, if you come here for the minute, when you come, you get 3 children and 3 partners. You tell and say, yo, I'm mess up my left. I want to get you so we can put the thing together. And you know, I'm gonna get a man level say, and you know, he can't in America. You make everything look good for him, and then when they make it there, the place where you stay here, you also you know now la housing, all that level name, you get a man cool, and you hear me, and so you can be happy. You start deceiving a man, so they can defeat you too. And you know, when man cool, man want to be with you. So I beg you, you're coming down to love a minute, and you know, you're love your own equal in a minute. Why you know when you can, and it will stay with you. I'm gonna love so my way. People, you already want it level. Then I plan for you. I pay you. Don't do it, my kid.
Folks, but we let's call it your day. It's kind of funny, but we call it your day. Thanks to Big Trix. You know, he's currently in Liberia on vacation. In a shortest period of time, he on our invite to be here today on Celebrity Corner. The next edition is when you see me on your television screen. My name is Don Weezy. Thanks to Editor Smith, who is behind the camera. You see Weezy front on the camera, you see all the color, you see quality music video. I want small man behind the camera making it happen. So thanks to Editor Smith for making sure I'm always good on the camera. Until I talk to you, this is Celebrity Corner coming live on your screen. Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Where influence meets inspiration, where talent tells a story. Welcome to Celebrity Corner, the shows that brings you face to face with entertainers, fashion designers, and business executives shaping the culture.
Celebrity Corner. Celebrity Corner.
Celebrity Corner. Celebrity Corner. Celebrity Corner is on.
Yeah, boy, this name is Valentine. Celebrity Corner.
Real stories, real success, real impact. Join us every Friday, 7:30 p.m. only on Ellen TV with your host, DJ Weezy the Boss. See you.